Hello everybody and welcome to the Mark Goldbridge stand, the Mark stand, the gold stand, or the bridge stand. The title of this show is still in workshop and I'll leave it to you to decide what to call it. But basically, the reason for this show is to basically make Mark Goldbridge's EA FC career mode more immersive. So my thought process was the chat will be the pundits slash fans. Obviously we are the fans. And me being the Mark Goldbridge of EA FC in a way, being the United stand, being the voice of the fans per se, giving my opinions on how he plays the game as manager of Manchester United on EA FC. So basically, I think I will be uploading these videos on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. So the Monday will be based on Mark's Friday show. The Tuesday will be based on Mark's Monday show, and Thursday will be based on Mark's Wednesday show, because I can't do this on Fridays with my family around making a ruckus. You understand? I know you do. And frankly, we're gonna put some accountability on Mark's shoulders now. We will be a revolution. We will stand up for the standards of our football club, and we will basically make this EAFC into real life, basically. So this is a storyline that I came up with before I get into character, so to speak. Mark Goldbridge was a player for the United Stand FC, but due to 115 charges taking effect, the United Stand FC is basically gone. He was a great player, great striker, basically the Mark Goldbridge player he was in the United Stand FC in FIFA 23. Basically, that's what I'm saying. The 115 charges took effect and says, you know what, let me become a manager. And that's basically the storyline that I've chosen for him becoming Manchester United manager. And I think it's pretty dope. I don't know what you guys might think. I will change it based on your comments and your support. And I pray that you guys make this as entertaining as possible. What Mark says during stream, during games, before and after games will somewhat be mixed into the pre-match conferences, the post-match interviews, and the halftime interviews, like what they did during the Sidemen charity game. That was my thought process. I don't know if you guys agree with that or not, but that was mine. That was my thought process, but it can always be improved by you very good people watching this today. And I think that's all I can say. Trying to build this up to what I think it can be, but can always be improved through you guys down there in the comment section down below. Hello everybody and welcome to the Goldbridge stand. And Manchester United lose to Lazio away from home in a season defining game in Rome. Final score 3-2 after extra time, and I don't know where to start, but let's probably start with the first thing you see when you see 11v11, the formation, 4-2-2-2. What an absolute disgrace. What an absolute bottle job by Mark Goldbridge. What was he thinking? I don't know even if he was thinking, but I know what I am. I'm thinking that he's not cut out for this job. He is out of his depth. He doesn't know what to do. He's a newborn lamb in the woods looking for his mom. But sorry, darling, your mom isn't here, Bambi. You are lost, gone, and frankly forsaken. No one's there to help you out. You can't help yourself out. We can't help you. And the players try to help you, but your tactics absolutely ruined our season. We're out of the FA Cup, we're out of the Carabao Cup, and now we are out of the Champions League because of your absolute stupidity. I don't know where to start, but of course we're gonna start off with the formation. 4-2-2-2-2. What an absolute joke of a formation that is. We're basically playing a back six, people. 2 CDMs, 2 wide forwards, and 2 strikers, and no midfield. We're basically playing a circle in the upper field. No middle field to connect the attack to the defense, and basically 2 of our goals from Cristiano Ronaldo and from Marcus Rashford came from from kick and rush football? What happened to the pass and move football that he sold us at the beginning of the season, that he consistently tells us at every pre-match conference and every post-match interview that he wants to implement into this team? I say to that, it's an absolute joke. It's an absolute scam job by this manager. And frankly, we should be rioting in the streets to the Glazers, because how dare they accept such mediocrity? How dare they accept to lower our standards to such lows? At the beginning of this match, he said, we have to win. We have to win. It filled me with the confidence that this man gets it. But the moment that the lineups came up, I was absolutely shocked and appalled. Again, there was no midfield. Our first goal came from Marcus Rashford running alone and passing it to Cristiano Ronaldo. Kick and rush football. Our second goal came from a fantastic save by Andre Onana. Amrabat sprinting past the entire midfield and passing it into the path of Marcus Rashford. Again, kick and rush football. I don't know where this Goldbridge ball went, but I'm telling you now, Goldbridge ball is a myth. Goldbridge ball is a unicorn. Goldbridge ball is a leprechaun. It doesn't exist. I don't know what more to say. The substitutions were woeful. Cristiano Ronaldo was connecting perfectly with Marcus Rashford. Subbing Cristiano Ronaldo off basically killed off Rashford's game. Martial couldn't handle it. Matoma has been an absolute mediocre player ever since being signed, and the only revelation has been Marcus Llorente. He was the legs in the midfield. He got the yellow card, got subbed off because of the yellow card, because he was the only one running in that midfield pair with Casemiro. Casemiro will never be able to bomb up and down the field like Marcus Llorente did yesterday. So I don't know what you guys think about that, but that was absolutely shambolic. And people will say, oh no, the Glazers are the problem because the Glazers won't allow him to fire the coaches. And I say to that, I don't care about the coaches. I look at 11v11. You can say, okay, he can try and fire the coaches, but then it doesn't work out. So we have coaches from the Sir Alex era. That's how all these coaches are. But I look at your tactics, and obviously the coaches are there to implement your tactics. But when your tactics are wrong, your coaches will obviously make them even worse. Get your tactics right and everything else will be okay. And he did not do that. He failed miserably, and we basically lost the game due to that. And another thing I would like to say is this. Throughout the post-match interview, the post-match conference rather, the halftime interview and the post-match interview, he was frequently and consistently calling Lazio Napoli. I mean, how clueless can you get? How absolutely clueless can you get? Just because they're both in Italy and wear blue doesn't make them the same team. I mean, I don't know what would have happened if we were facing Napoli. I would imagine if you're preparing to face Napoli, you would steamroll Lazio. But he was so confused. He was consistently saying we're facing Napoli, but we're facing Lazio, mate. Get a clue. That's all I have to say. Get a clue. And I have to say that last minute goal that we conceded at the 120th minute basically was because of his tactics. Delo had no one to pass to in those last moments because he was playing two CDMs, and the furthest player forward was Marcus Rashford. That was in screen. You can see 80% of our team in our defensive half. So basically, he was inviting the pressure. The Guendouzi goal was because Casemiro was lost and he was a midfield runner. Our second goal was an absolute debacle because of the deflection, but Andre Onana should save it. But still, why isn't he signing the players? Why doesn't he sign the players? Why doesn't he sign a new goalkeeper? Why doesn't he sign Personally, I think we need a new wingback and a pacey striker. But Cristiano Ronaldo has been an absolute revelation. It has been an absolute revelation for Marcus Rashford, because Marcus Rashford was passing to Højlund, and Højlund didn't have the skill set and the ability yet to be to Marcus Rashford's level. But with Cristiano Ronaldo, he's giving Højlund a gap, a sort of green space to improve. So Cristiano Ronaldo is filling that space, getting the goals, getting what we're budgeting for, and I thought it was absolute masterclass to get him back. And I'm actually shocked that Mark Goldbridge convinced Cristiano Ronaldo to come back to this absolute scam of a football club in January as well. But he's here, and we're grateful for his goals and his chemical reaction he's having with Marcus Rashford. And again, I gotta say, Goldbridge was supposed to be a team philosophy, like a team style of play. But all I'm seeing is Rashford goal, Ronaldo goal, and Casemiro sometimes a scammy goal as well. But those two players are absolutely key to the way we play football under this manager. And for me, that's frankly isn't good enough. Not good enough at all. As well, in the post-match interview, he has the nerve to say that he needs more time. He can work something out. But what I saw in that game was simply not good enough. Was simply lackluster. It was championship level tactics, championship level mentality. The only people that were carrying the team were Amrabat, Casemiro in moments. Mitoma was completely lost. Martial is not up to the standard anymore. Cristiano Ronaldo is still Mr. Champions League, and Marcus Rashford has been an absolute revelation. And as well, he's our best player, being at 87 rated, which is absolutely a testament to how he connects with kick and rush football. I mean, another thing as well. How can he say he needs more time? How can he say he needs more time when we've been knocked out of the Carabao Cup, we've been knocked out of the FA Cup, and now we've been knocked out of the Champions League? And let's not even start to think about the league. I don't even want to look at our league position. I mean, we are mid-table. We are in the Conference League spot, and it will take an absolute calamity from Liverpool for us to get Champions League football. I mean, I don't know what's worse, the fact that we need Liverpool to fumble for us to get Champions League football. So basically, it's out of our hands. It's out of our hands basically, and I'm getting absolutely tired of him saying he's getting used to it. I mean, mate, you shouldn't be here if you're getting used to it. You shouldn't be here if you're getting used to it. He should be down there in the championship, I don't know, maybe managing Pillsbury or Pillsbury or whatever they are, Southampton maybe, and then maybe even Leicester. I think Leicester is his level. 4-4-2, kick and rush football, because Goldbridge ball didn't exist, and I'm absolutely fuming because of this result right here, because he was inviting pressure, there was no midfield, and he basically threw away his own philosophy. His precious Goldbridge ball tactics were absolutely out of the door. And there was an excuse saying the players gave up. I'm like, the players did not give up. You didn't give them the tools to succeed. You didn't give them the opportunities to succeed. I mean, again, I went over this. I went over this in my match reaction to the Lazio loss, but I will summarize what I said right again. There was no middle field to pass to. Amrabat was the low's only option to pass to. The furthest option forward was Marcus Rashford, and there was no way the low had the passing ability to find that. Amrabat was bullied off the ball. I mean, tossed to the side like I don't know. It was like jellyfish on land, just absolutely floppy and flaccid. No strength, bullied off the ball, goal from that. But then I said to the manager, what was he supposed to do in that situation? What was he supposed to do? The low was part of a midfield, was part of a back line of 6 basically. Could have been 8, how the others were up there, but it was absolutely atrocious. And we lost because his signings haven't worked. I mean, Llorente has been decent, but then when everyone's fit, does he actually play? I think he does, but we haven't seen. He's already changing tactics now to a 4-3-3-3 with 2 center forwards and a striker instead of wingers now. We'll see how that works against Everton. But this was absolutely shambolic, and I'm absolutely appalled that the standards have been brought this low by this manager. And he has the nerve to keep on asking for more time. And to me, that's just not good enough. He's not good enough. He is a championship level manager at best. And we need to revolt. We need to stop printing the Goldbridge out t-shirts and the banners, hanging them bringing them to the Everton game, bringing them to the Sheffield United game, and frankly to the Chelsea game, because I don't know what more can can come on this season. It will be an absolute bottle job from Liverpool if we get fourth, but we need to start winning games for that to happen. We need to win games for that to happen, basically. And we have Chelsea and Liverpool in our next 4 games in the Premier League, 5 games perhaps, and we have to win all 5 games. And do I think that's going to happen? No, but we have to. We have to. He has to. This is crunch time. This is crunch time. This is absolute crunch time right now. Do I think it's going to happen? No, because look at our season so far. We lost to Bournemouth in the Carabao and the FA Cup, which is absolutely woeful. But Ronaldo can galvanize this team. I can get behind Ronaldo and Marcus Rashford at this point. They are the jewels of the crown at this point in time. And it's up to them, because this manager is inept. This manager is out of his depth, drowning. Again, just to put more fuel to the fire. The players are unsettled. The players are unhappy with the manager, and he has the nerve to still ask for more time. I mean, it's just shocking. I mean, how much more does he think we can handle? And for me personally, it isn't much. It isn't much. If we beat Chelsea and Liverpool, I will believe. But right now, Everton should be a win. I'm not sure, but it should be a win. Sheffield United should be an easy 3 points. And Everton, Lazio, and Brentford. Brentford should be an easy win. But I don't know at this point in time. Hello, everybody, and welcome to what I have to say is one of the greatest turnaround by a manager in recent history. 9 points from 9. An absolute display of gut, grit, and perseverance by the players, by the manager. And people will say, oh no, you said it was done, but now I have faith. I'm starting to believe. I am starting to believe. 9 points from 9. I mean, that Brentford win was absolutely great. I mean, we conceded because of a lack of concentration, but we bounced straight back into it. We bounced right back into it. And that Chelsea performance, I mean, that had to be the greatest game of our season. And what a time for it to come. And what a moment for Cristiano Ronaldo. His first hat-trick back under this manager, under this leadership. Frankly, leadership. He said he needed time. I didn't want to give him time because we've been knocked out of every single club competition. But he's now saying all the distractions are gone. And I have to say that wording, using cups as distractions, is very powerful. But now I can see what he meant by it, and I'm starting to believe again. Like 9 points from 9 people. That should not be scoffed at by this manager, by this team, and frankly by this club at this point in time. He is raising the standard now. We can see what he can do when he's both hands on deck on one project, and the project now is get points on the board, and he's absolutely doing that. You can go back to the Sheffield United win. It's still a win. It's a scammy goal, but it's still a win. Casemiro was at it again. The player's still unhappy, but at this point in time, they're doing what the manager wants, and that's all we want from them. That's all we want from this manager, and that's all we need. We need points on the board. We need goals, and I'm telling you, we got goals. I mean, we got goals. That Chelsea performance was an absolute masterclass. It's a shame Onana didn't get his clean sheet because of that absolute worldie by Nkunku, but this is the turnaround. We are turning the corner. We are going into top 4 avenue now. We're turning into that. We were in mediocre street, but we're turning now onto top 4 avenue. Can we get it? It's gonna be a tough ask, like the manager said in one of his post-match interviews, but he believes we can do it. And from those performances, going back to a 4-3-3-3, completely abandoning that woeful 4-4-2 was the best managerial decision he's made ever since he decided to get rid of his losses. That was it. I mean, that was it. I mean, ever since that, we've been up and down, but now we are consistently going up. It's been win one game, you know the next game we aren't winning, but now he has turned that around completely because we've won 3 out of 3. 3 out of 3. Everton, Sheffield United, Brentford, and 4 out of 4. Oh my goodness gracious me. He's got 12 points out of 12 games. 12 points out of 12 points, mind me. But I'm just excited and I'm looking forward to what he has in store for the Liverpool game, the next game week, which is tomorrow. I mean, I doubted this manager. I did with reason. I still don't think he's good enough, but he is building up muscle. He's going to the gym. He's putting the work in. And again, like he said, which I disagree with the wording of them being distractions, but maybe they were distractions to him. Maybe he's not great at multitasking. But now this is it. This is crunch time. This is basically Fergie time in a sense, because we're going to the end of the season, 10 games left, maybe 9, and we need points. We need points on the board, consistent points. If we can win every single game, if we can beat Liverpool, I think we can win every game up until maybe we see City again. But no, I think we played City twice already, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, we have played City twice. So all the tough games left that I see now are Liverpool, maybe Arsenal again, because Chelsea we're done with. Tottenham maybe again, but I think he can do it now from that Chelsea performance, because Chelsea were a team above him, and I don't think he's ever beaten a team that's above him this entire season. But he has broken the chains. We are in the end game now, and we need a 45-year pass like Tom Brady. And I think this manager has it in his closet to pull it out of the bag. But now it's going to be a Herculean effort to make it through, but I think we can do it. I do believe we can do it. And just because he has shown Goldbridge ball is back with a mixture of kick and rush from Marcus Rashford and Cristiano Ronaldo, I think that's a managerial excellence. That Lazio game must have clicked something in, because those 2 goals were obviously kick and rush, and now he's integrating that into Goldbridge ball, which is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, again, I have to nitpick small things that he said throughout the game week as well. Talking about next season, how things are clicking. And they are clicking, but this isn't about next season. Next season, I want to hear the Champions League anthem. Alexa has it saved. Alexa has it saved now. I'm just waiting to say, Alexa, play Baba. I'm waiting for that. I think he can do that, but he has to have faith in himself. Next season is what we need to focus on now. But this season we need to focus on giving us the biggest competition to play for next season. We need Champions League football, at the very least Europa League, and that's absolutely shameful at how low the standards have gone for me to even say that to you, my fellow viewers. But we can't be in the Conference League. We just can't be in the Conference. I don't even know the Conference League anthem. Alexa will absolutely explode if I say, Alexa, play the Conference League anthem. He will say, what is that? Sorry, not found. I mean, it'd be absolutely woeful as well. But I think CR7 and Rashford has been an absolute revelation. The lucky goal against Sheffield United was absolutely a must, and shows we can play. We can play against a low block and still get the result. And I mean, it's all been an absolute great game day, apart from losing to Lazio in Rome. I mean, he also said it after Chelsea, which is an absolutely powerful statement. We lost in Rome, but now we are building Rome. And Rome wasn't built in a day, and this is the beginning of something great. And I mean, that is those are fighting words. Those are fighting words, and we'll have to see if they have some meat behind them, or are they just bones. Liverpool will be the season-defining game for me as well, because that's a real 6 point. It was a real 6 point against Chelsea, but we absolutely dominated, and I really wish we can dominate Liverpool as well. I don't know about you guys, but I am absolutely looking forward to Friday's game week. I am. I'm looking forward to seeing what he has to say for himself after those 4 impressive wins actually, and the players are unhappy, but they're still listening. There haven't been any leaks at all. He's gotten rid of the McTominays and the Sanchos, I believe, and we have to see. And quite interesting enough, we didn't get to see Sancho against Chelsea, and I don't know. Maybe he also sent a tweet out, but I don't follow him, so I don't mind. But it's kind of interesting that we didn't get to see Sancho in the Chelsea game. But I don't care. He's not a Manchester United player. And Mark Goldbridge, I mean, I have to say this at the end of the video here. I thought Mark Goldbridge was another Steven Gerrard or Frank Lampard. Had a great player career, and rode that hype from TUSFC into managing one of the biggest club institutions in the world. But he's now showing that he's getting the hang of it. I mean, he was a great striker, but let's see, he can now be a great manager. And so far, it's been mediocre. The board seems to not be completely on board with him, but he has to ride this momentum all the way. He has to give us more. And Liverpool will be interesting against our greatest rivals, a team that's frankly better than us. We can see by the league standing. And again, it's a season-defining game. It's a real 6-pointer. If we lose that, there's no chance Liverpool gonna lose 5 games out of the remaining 10 or whatnot. There's no way. And we need to sow the seeds of doubt into that Liverpool squad. And a win against them at the, I'm not sure if we're playing away or from home or whatnot, but it shouldn't matter. If they're playing at home and win at Anfield, I think we have greatly damaged the morale. And if it's at Old Trafford, I think we galvanize our team into believing that this is possible, and the fan base and the pundits and everything. But the most important thing, we have to win no matter what. This is a result-based business, and Mr. Goldbridge, it's time to get results. Well, everyone, thank you again for watching and listening, and be sure to give a like, share with a friend, and of course, go in the comment section thinking of what can change from the show. But I gotta say, I'm excited, and I hope you are excited as well. And if you're not, then hopefully against Liverpool, when we win, not if, you get on board the Goldbridge train. Thank you. Have a nice day. And all that's left for me to say is wish all of you a very good day. Bye.